the stock market, meaning companies, new highs.
I'm not fucking leaving. The show goes on. Nuts. They're nuts. They know nothing.
An online network called Internet.
Well, it's very hip to be on the internet right now.
Welcome, my degenerates. The rest of your life starts right now on Market Mania. No bullshit approach to all financial markets. Somehow crypto isn't that interesting, and focused on the largest casino in the world, the largest rigged fucking casino in the world, the U.S. stock market. Today on Market Mania, holy Toledo, we got one for you today. The insane story of GME, AMC, and the others, and Nokia and BlackBerry. It all continues today. I don't even care what all the other topics are, honestly. Today, the suits and the fat cats are going to win the day. Robinhood, TD Ameritrade, restricted trading in your favorite tickers, in GameStop, in AMC. Do they do Nokia too? Does anybody know?
Yeah, they did Nokia, BlackBerry,
Bed Bath & Beyond?
Bed Bath & Beyond. Any of the popular stocks, they just said no.
This is blatant market manipulation. Matt Glantz, have you ever seen anything like this before, and how do you react?
I mean, it sucks. It should be criminal what they're doing. They're stopping people from freely trading what they want to trade. As far as me personally, it also sucks because I can't get any trades executed in options today. Like everything I put in, I'm getting I put in like a 500 lot order. I get filled on one lot. So I've gotten filled on 14 one lots today. Like I can't close any positions. I'm not even trying to open. I'm just trying to close positions. I can't even close positions. It's a nightmare.
Because there's no buyers. You're not allowed to click the buy button on the AMC options right now on Robinhood. So you can't. You literally can't. They just all of a sudden, and I'm trying to figure out this story. I really want to get a confirmation before we say it out there, but we're trying to figure out if this is TD and Ameritrade and Robinhood's own decisions, or if this is Citadel, because they route all their orders through Citadel. So did Citadel just say who just bailed out Melvin Capital, if you remember? So, I mean, this could be a situation where Citadel bails out Melvin Capital, takes a piece by doing so, and then says, okay, well, guess what? We'll just shut off the fucking order flow for GME, AMC, and the rest of the boys, and your shorts will finally print, Melvin. You'll finally print once we do this. Once we do one simple trick. But Richie, how does it feel?
I mean, it's hard to – I don't see it as independently they came to the same conclusion, right? It's got to be coordinated to some extent. And likely the market maker – I mean – the market makers, the brokerages.
Excuse me, Tony. Zoom into that GameStop one more. So it's just today's chart, so people can see what's going on. It just bounced a lot for a lot of people. They're going to be very happy. I think it just bounced. I don't know.
All right, let's
over $100.
Go.
Can you zoom? Yeah, can you zoom in even more, Tony? Just for today. Just keep zooming. Yep, just for today.
Yes, sir. 1 second.
I mean, we need to know if it's TD Ameritrade and Robinhood that made the decision to kill GME
I
and
doubt
AMC,
it. No, it's
or is it
be...
Citadel? Is it Citadel who just invested? I mean, they originally said the line from CNBC was, oh, Wall Street Bets, when Chamath is arguing with the guy, they said Wall Street Bets is manipulating the market. Well, what the fuck do you call this?
Yeah, well, speaking of Citadel, I just threw a link in our Telegram chat, Tony, if you want to pull that up. Janet Yellen, by the way, Citadel's paid Janet Yellen millions now. So good luck winning this case with Yellen and Biden in power here.
GameStop just halted for the 10th time already now. So it's halted at 2.8. It went up to 250 just now from 150 and then down $32 to 208 in 1 second and then halted.
Halted for volatility. There's something that you won't see in the crypto world. Nothing
we'll
ever gets halted for volatility in the crypto world. This is only for stocks.
We'll probably still be on air whenever it's back up, so we'll see what happens there. Yeah, I don't know. I think I would like to see what happens in terms of lawsuits here. I don't know. What I really think is hopefully people are still going to be angry, right? This does feel like a part or the start of some sort of financial revolution. People were some combination of angry and excited, and it's like they just took the ball away. You can't play the game in my opinion, in a legal way, maybe a collusive way. Either way, it's not fair, and it's really screwing over retail again. When they're like retail finally starts winning, and then it's like now you can't do that. Go away.
It's a crazy move. It is absolutely insane. Thank you, Tony, for pulling up the Wall Street Bets, the Wall Street Bets sub, which was briefly privated last night. It went private for a hot minute on Reddit. It's back today. Again, don't have any clue why. They don't put out press releases. And so now you see what they're doing. Some of the Canadians are saying that they don't have the same restrictions as we do. So they're they're trying to ape into the GME and the BB and all the other tickers that Melvin and the boys were all short. I don't know if this is going to pick up. Matt, what do you think happens here? So AMC last trade 822 or so. Got a question here from Re-Raise that said that where does it go from here? Do you see people moving brokerages and then aping back in, or is this just over? Do you think the music stopped?
So I literally got, probably somewhere between, 40 and 70 people asked me the same question today. Where, what's going on? What do you think? Where are things going? I have no fucking clue. And even when normal times, I really have no idea where stocks are going. I just look for order flow that gives me clues and kind of try to figure out who's sharp. And I look at the options order flow, and that's where I get, that's where you get my picks of the day most of the time. It's just I see some guy that is way out of line buying tons of calls in a stock or puts, and it's showing me that the guy thinks he knows something. So I'm usually just following the sharp guys. So I have no clue where things are going.
Tony, can we zoom out on that AMC graph a little bit? Can we just zoom out just a little bit? We want to get like the full day. There you go. And then if you can get, so you can kind of see after hours, it sold the hell off yesterday. And then today, big pump pre-market. And then all of a sudden, Robinhood, TD Ameritrade, I guess interactive brokers too, right, Glance?
Closed at 20 yesterday. Traded down
closed
to
at 20.
14 last night on after hours. Then it was like hovering between, 12 and 17 this morning before the open. Ran up a little bit, maybe to like 15, 16 on the open, and then it's just been selling off all since.
You can only click the sell button. These kiddies on Robinhood that have their shares, they want to sell it and get into the next one or whatever.
So in terms of what's next, people are pissed off, and these stocks, I think at least GameStop as sort of the flagship of this momentum, I think it'll see support. I agree with Matt. It's like, who the hell knows? I have no GameStop. I'm going to buy one share next week and just hold it as like a sign of solidarity, just like a fuck you to Wall Street. So I'm not whatever the price is. I'm just buying one share of GameStop, and I'm just never going to sell it. Whenever I closed Robinhood, I deleted my account. I told them to get me out of the system. So I got
you realize next week when you're buying one share, you could either be paying $30 or $600.
Yeah, that's why I'm putting it into the universe now. I'm buying one share and I'm not selling it.
I got a tweet from Tyler Winklevoss. Citadel is an investor in Melvin Capital, which got run over by Wall Street Bets. Citadel is also Robinhood's biggest customer. I mean, how the fuck did this happen? I'm just tilted that this is like, you almost expected something like this. You almost expected a regulatory move of some sort, but this wasn't a regulatory move. This was pressure from a hedge fund to make sure that you just literally can't click the buy button anymore. I mean, what is that? I mean, I'm not one to really call in the legal or whatever, but like this whole game is played by this set of rules. And, and like, I think I saw a good quote yesterday. It's not so much important what the rules are. I think it was Lop from the crypto world. It's not so much important what the rules are versus who can change the rules.
Guys, I just wanted to pop in quick and draw your attention to this. The world is piling in on this short squeeze. So I don't know how Wall Street's going to get out of this one. I don't know what the future holds. How does the SEC ever stop something like this again? This is the future of trading. And, maybe it goes away. Maybe it has to become decentralized. But I saw a really good point made earlier on Twitter that maybe you said it, Brian, that no crypto exchanges ever shut down. There's never a halt in trading. It doesn't matter if it goes up, it goes down, it runs. It will always trade. So I think this is just forcing the future of all trading of all assets onto blockchains.
So then I did make that. I was firing them out real fast today on the old tweeter there. This one really fired me up. The @leave_Robinhood account on Twitter, trying to start a little momentum there, are just in essence just trying to run up the followers to make sure people leave Robinhood. Never forget today. If you're a retail investor out there, never forget today. Never forget if your brokerage told you that you could not make the trade that you wanted. And if that your brokerage told you that, instantly close your account and move it.
Yeah,
it's
you
very
have to
fast.
delete Robinhood.
You must delete Robinhood. You must and TD
They don't care about you.
Fuck TD Ameritrade. Fuck Robinhood. You must immediately fold. They said
they don't want to see you in.
They're just like a politician. They run their marketing campaigns to get you to sign up and put your money in. Oh, it's time for us to trade. It's a big retail investor, movement. Now the little guy can get in. And then what happens when the little guy starts winning? They fuck you.
There goes our Robinhood sponsorship. Say goodnight.
Yep. Say lights out to the Robinhood sponsor. Would you take that money right now, Glance? I wouldn't take that fucking money right now. Hell no.
Oh, I would.
Absolutely not.
Depends how much they're offering, to be honest.
Nope.
At this stage, I am pissed at them.
You won't see me on the show with Robinhood sponsorship.
You want to throw us a seven-figure sponsorship.
As long as they were willing to let us, as long as we were able to say the truth on the show like we do every day.
We can talk shit about
them. That's fair.
We're taking their money. We'll distribute it out. Fuck them. They're scumbags.
I'm not going to change what I say on the show.
Fine. Okay, I'm with that. All right, no, I can get with
maybe
that.
throw up that
anybody that wants to put their name.
I think Robinhood is probably going to be a pass. Our first topic's fuck Robinhood. So I don't think we're going to have to worry about the old Robinhood sponsorship. But they may be looking for pretty much anyone to help them out after this. I think this, by the way, speaking of their IPO supposedly coming up, this is not good when all of retail traders just hate you now.
And they promised them, but they came in by promising the retail traders the fair playing field, fractional shares to help you start investing when you don't have much money.
They promised.
It's just like a politician. They say whatever they want to get elected, and then they just do whatever the fuck they want. That's just how it works. And they don't care who they screw. That's just how the game works. And it's a good wake-up call for a lot of the kids, too, that just got into investing over the pandemic, that probably right now they're lining up for the big win. Everyone's coming on in for the big win. And then they see what happens. It's a great lesson right now. Really is.
Yeah, maybe we should give a quick update here. We got the live graph. A nice bounce for the Robinhood guys. The GameStop went down to $95 a share.
It went to 95? I didn't see that.
The graph. It dipped below 195, right around 10:15 or something. So I don't know. Oh, that's 11:15 our time. So that's 40 minutes ago. And so in 40 minutes, it went from 95 back to 225 now. So it's bouncing.
All right,
crazy.
But see if they can bring this one back and hit new highs to over 480 today, that would be something special.
By the way, and you know what? I don't know if this matters much, but when all of retail's in, people get paid on Fridays, and then Monday's the 1st. So I was thinking this thing before the brokerages came in, could really people start firing their paychecks in that are about to get hit most people's accounts. But maybe on Monday with everything back up, it's the 1st of the month, Bone Tug style. Let's run it up.
So catch your checks.
Hey, Mike, I just wanted to point out, yesterday you mentioned the minute it hits 420.69, sell that shit. There was a clear bounce off the support of 420.69.
Resistance.
And Wall Street Bets was just
420.69.
touting it, and then it blew past it for a little bit. You called that shit, man. I just had to come out and give you props.
No, that was a thing. Wasn't necessarily me. That was a meme on Wall Street Bets. I'm holding till 420.69, and then they started trying to get people to remove their sell orders at that price. But this is actually, to me, one of the craziest things. Now, GameStop, sure, there's a valuation. It's not. It's hard to justify a bull case valuation there. But AMC, the movie company, sitting at 700-800-ish market cap, 700 million, 800 million market cap. That's 2019 levels and half the price of the 2017 levels. That valuation is, you could make a bull case there. They just got $1 billion in funding. The balance sheet looks like shit. We agree there, but you could make a bull case for a bunch of, blockbusters were held back and about to be released after the pandemic, assuming if it ends, in some
You bring up a very,
summer,
very good point there, Mike. AMC at a $1 billion valuation versus GameStop at a $30 billion valuation. What do we see in difference in prospects there for the two companies? I get AMC at the same valuation as GameStop, and it's 30x right now.
I mean, just to be fair, like that is, horrible for that company too, because AMC was fighting for their life. They're still fighting for their lives. Like if you want the 565 movie, the chains that they have to reopen back up, I mean, activist investors, which there are now millions of after today, may have wanted their movies back. They may want to
like the movies. People
they
like
may
going
want
to the movies.
Well, let me ask you this,
look
guys.
at the money
Brett,
in their account. They want to fire it in. They want them to do a secondary. They want them to surprise.
Do you see in the future ever AMC getting bought by either Netflix or Amazon?
Yeah, I mean that's certainly a reasonable future world.
Okay, do you see GameStop ever getting bought by Best Buy or Amazon?
Yeah, same thing. Because
really?
I think.
Oh, okay, I don't see that.
I would say no.
Well, the theory for GameStop is that they can turn their stores into these more like gaming experience lounges. So you have this unique like live experience, kind of similar to how Best Buy does have like really hands-on employees. If you go to a Best Buy, you're going to talk to somebody that knows what they're talking about. And then that leads to more digital purchases.
I'm going to turn my home office into a strip club. And then, that is one bull case for my office at home, where it'll become like a really hip strip club, a sex positive strip club, not like, like the dirty ones.
But like at least like GameStop's a business.
Those are both insane things, though. Those are both, that's ridiculous.
But like Nikola, they hit probably a 30 billion valuation too. That's not even a business. Like that's just a napkin. So I feel like even higher at GameStop being overvalued because it's retail, which traditionally like a brick and mortar mall retailer, there's some argument they can pivot into the future in a pretty interesting way, right? That's why the Chewy guy hopped on so hardcore.
Nikola is a napkin with a lie written on it. I mean, more than just even an idea. And I agree with you in the sense that GameStop could be a long-term survival play, but it's not a $10 billion company. It's sure shit is a $30 billion company.
If people want to buy it, let them buy it. I don't think there's anything wrong with people bidding it up to 30 billion. I thought it was probably going to hit 100 or 200, and it still might.
Nothing wrong with that.
Fronted, boys, 250.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with people investing. Like Chamath said yesterday on CNBC, there's nothing wrong with people underwriting the position that they want for whatever reason they want it.
I will say, I think the floor for GameStop is higher than most people think. I think there's enough people that are angry enough, and they'll just hold, a few shares or whatever, just because as a fuck you. Or like again, I'm buying one share next week, and I'm whatever the price is when I get.
Okay, Brett, the GameStop's worth 30 times more market cap than AMC right now. In 5 years from now, what do you think the ratio would be between the two?
That's a good question. I would go GameStop 5x.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
I would take close to even between the two.
I'd take even money. I'd take even money on AMC. Yeah. I'm more bullish on gaming than movies. And and GameStop this is like a seminal moment. And I think GameStop could reap some massive brand rewards out of what's happened here. And
look what GameStop's doing, guys. Do you see where the price is now?
Absolutely.
Let's do it, baby. Let's go. I have zero.
Absolutely and I'm sure AMC in motion
too. Next week. I want to pay more.
AMC in motion just went over 9 for a hot minute, back down to 845. But GameStop certainly leading the charge here. Certainly is the meme stock that signals, the big middle finger to hedge funds and traditional Wall Street from the retail investor. I mean, it has absolutely become some sort of an activist movement here.
Hey guys, I just wanted to say, Brad Ashton in our chat said, I could see a future of wrapped stocks on blockchain, wrapped AMC, wrapped GME on Ethereum. The DApp could be called Block Street. This guy's onto something. I think he's exactly right. I think this is where stocks are going. They're just going to be traded on a blockchain.
Closing these stocks from trading is the best thing to happen to FTX. FTX is trading these stocks now.
FTX has them.
That's great marketing.
Synthetics might have them. So it's out there. I'm not 100% on where exactly.
That's a great point, Tony and the boys. And if you think about it, why can't you tokenize a percentage of a company and sell it on the blockchain right now? What is the answer,
halted, guys? 273 and they hollered it. Sorry to
Halted
interrupt.
for volatility. Why can't you tokenize shares and sell pieces of your company on the blockchain right now? And you guys all know the answer. The SEC won't allow it. The protection that they offer the individual investor, like for instance, you need to be accredited, have more than $1 million net if you want to get in on some of these, like, you know, some of these seed rounds of some companies you like. Well, sorry, you don't have $1 million yet. You can't get in. Well, how the hell are you supposed to get in if you're the little guy just trying to run it up? And so
then you go to
are total bullshit.
yeah.
Steve Martin said it best. He said it's easy to get rich. First, you start with $1 million.
And he's right. But these 25K to do your day trading on, you know, your Robinhood account when you still traded there before you moved your shit. By the way, kids, move your brokerage account right now from Robinhood. It is not that hard. All the other brokerages are set up to accept somebody moving their brokerages. So it's actually a fairly painless process. It'll either be a day, 2 days. You'll be shocked at how fast it goes. And I would say E-Trade and Fidelity are the two brokerages, not paid endorsements at all. No one endorses the show yet. And I've been hearing from my friends, E-Trade sailing through just fine. GME, AMC, BB, NOC, whatever the hell you want to buy, brokerage open. Same thing with Fidelity is what we're hearing. You know, so if your brokerage told you couldn't buy today, if you couldn't trade the way you want, move that shit now. Don't delay. Actually do it. Do it now.
By the way, guys, little update. My second favorite person in America, Dave Portnoy,
Yes.
the hero that he is, went to their defense, the Wall Street Bets guys, and his stock is up $8 right now at 106, up 8% on the day, the Penn stock. So he is. I mean, when he gets that clout and he puts it out there, it's good for the stock. It's good for people to move their business to his company. So he's a winner. I mean, he really knows how to move markets.
Yeah, he's a
Barstool
genius.
stocks coming soon. Barstool stocks. I mean, that would be Barstool Hood.
Traded on the Block Street blockchain.
Well,
Hey, I
there
just
is-
wanted to
there
point
is
out
some
real
thought
quick.
of him-
Go
there's
ahead,
some
man.
thought of him opening the Wall Street Bets forum on his servers, so they can't block it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I just wanted to point out real quick. In November, Brett touted Dogecoin, and this is another one of the crypto short squeezes that's going on right now. Don't got to spend a lot of time on this, but wanted you all to see that. Brett, good pick.
Doge, man,
Well,
I love Doge, and again, people like memes, and there's a lot of value in memes, and Doge doesn't pretend to do anything else. People like it. Again, that's kind of just a fuck you to Wall Street buying Doge to some extent. So I'm not surprised to see it pumping right now.
So Tony, you also have a silver pump because I was looking at the chatter today and it said I saw Zero Hedge tweeted Wall Street Bets finds metals, and I also saw Dogecoin pumping today to over $2. It looked like they just tried to move to like some other, like this giant hive mind, if you will, of like-minded autistics tried to move to a different asset to pump something else. Is that what you see?
Well, look, I've got a lot to say on this subject. I'll try and keep it a little quick. SLV is probably the most important short squeeze that could possibly happen in the history of humanity. I know that sounds hyperbolic, but look,
may not
hear
even
me out.
today.
Hear
Might
me
not
out.
even be the most important one today. Might even be top 5.
You know what? I don't think most people understand just how important SLV is to the entire global financial system. For the last 100 years, the entire COMEX has existed to manipulate the price of silver down because our entire economy is an upside-down pyramid, and silver is the bottommost point. The SLV ETF is the bottommost point of that upside down pyramid. Real silver, the premiums are like over 100% right now. You can't find it in stores. You have to buy it in a large bulk. It's hard to even get junk silver. But SLV, the price just keeps getting slammed here. I'll put that up. And the way they do that is they just create a bunch of fake paper contracts. They rehypothecate SLV so that they can slam the price down. Now, I called for a silver short a couple days ago. Not looking super good in the morning, but I guarantee they're not going to let SLV run too high. It's too important to the entire global financial system. And I highly recommend people look up a guy named Bix Weir. He's kind of a conspiracy theorist, but he knows the SLV market better than anyone I've ever seen. So give him a look and just understand, Wall Street Bets, if you're watching, if you want to kill JP Morgan, if you want to kill the big guys, do the short squeeze on SLV. But understand, on the other side of that is probably a cyberpunk technological dark age after the entire global financial system collapses.
Let's go.
So know what you're getting into here, but SLV is very important to this whole thing.
So, metals and crypto too. By the way, I don't know if this is true, but I was looking on Twitter and they said that Dogecoin pumped today over $2. It said that Robinhood then restricted the purchase of Dogecoin. I don't know if that was a joke. If you could buy Dogecoin on Robinhood, but that would be hilarious if they say you can't buy AMC, you can't buy $1 billion movie company that's in trouble. Not allowed to be that kind of an activist investor, but you can sail it in to a Shiba meme coin from like 5 years ago on crypto. That would be hilarious. But that intraday candle right there was from everyone aping into Dogecoin, seemingly on the heels of not being able to buy AMC, GME, Nokia.
It was pumping last night when I
GameStop reopened 294, 297.
Let's go.
Wow, it's back.
Let's go, baby.
Back
GameStop.
in business. Somebody picked up shares at $97 like just before the show started, and now they're up. They got their 1.5 bagger and the almost 2 bagger right now.
Wow.
No, 3 bagger, Mike. On
Sorry.
What is that candle on the far right? What's going on with AMC?
It's hard to do math today.
Oh,
What's
sorry,
that candle?
that's the 1 year.
Okay.
Let me bring it back in a little
AMC is
AMC
930 right now.
930.
By the way, FTX added silver just yesterday, Tony.
Oh, really? Oh, that's awesome.
I saw that, and then somebody in chat.
Bottom
Can't
tick
see
down to
who.
651 on AMC. 950 now. Bottom tick 651 today. Opened at 1650.
Guys, can we get one question from the mailbag and to get out of here? Because I got to move on.
Yeah,
I got
yeah.
trading to do.
All right.
busy.
Hey, before we do that question, look at this bullshit. Oh, these motherfuckers.
Rage. I want you to
these
go to the
motherfuckers.
Robinhood Twitter account. I want you to rage in that thread right there. Rage in that thread. Don't let them get away with that. All right. The Market Mania mailbag. All right. What do you got for us, Tony?
Well, what brokers are still allowing GME and AMC purchases? I think it's just E-Trade.
Fidelity and
FTX
E-Trade.
right now.
E-Trade and Fidelity. I know for a fact E-Trade and Fidelity, and then I'm sure there are others. There's a lot of brokers out there, a lot of smaller ones I haven't heard of, and I don't have friends that say, hey, this one is or this one isn't. We know Robinhood and TD are down. Interactive brokers, Matt, no trading, right? No buying?
No, I don't know about that. I think they just raised the margin requirements, but that's for retail. That's not for me, so I wouldn't know.
Ace King's
Okay, so-
asking, do you guys think this would happen if Trump were president?
Yeah.
I don't think that whoever's president is affecting Citadel's decisions after they sail in $2.7 billion to bail out Melvin, stocks up $150 pre-market. I don't think those decisions have to do anything with who's in office.
By the
I
way,
agree.
can those 2K checks go out? Imagine if those went out right now, what that would do to these stocks.
GameStop 315, guys. 318.
So last
Unbelievable.
question here. We got it from
Unbelievable, Matt.
Edward Folding Hands, and let's go GameStop. He said, if we bought 2K shares of AMC at $293 as per your advice and are now rich, what should be our exit strategy? This is from last night, so before today's crash. But in general, people like, I know you guys don't give specific exit here, but what is like a good general way people could think about exit?
Look, Matt, I'll take it from Matt so we can concentrate on his trading. But we've said it 100 times here, and we don't. This is Market Mania show. This isn't we tell you when to sell your stock show. It's not investment advice. This is absolutely for entertainment and gambling, for your gambling pleasure, basically, to give you ideas. We don't tell you when to sell. Matt said 100 times, I don't know when to sell. I'm with him. I'm right there with him. I don't know when to sell. I don't know what
so just
tomorrow's gonna
from
bring.
gambling advice, then I think it's reasonable, especially if you're kind of playing for fun or whatever. If you hit a big uptick, play for profit, right? Take your initial buy-in out and
House money.
let the house money roll. I think that's
Brett says play with house money.
Can't
I
go
have
wrong
a
with
di-
that approach.
I have
Taking
a different
gains is always
strategy.
good.
I don't think of anything as house money. If it's my money currently, then it's my money currently. It doesn't matter where it came from. If I won the chips from this guy or if the stock went up to this, it's your money right now. Look at it. If you think, okay, maybe I don't want to be long 32% of my net worth in AMC. That's a reasonable statement. And then, yeah, you take some off the table, but maybe you still want to gamble. Maybe you trim that position down to like 11% of your net worth, and then you can maybe sleep better at night, have a little profit locked up. That's just one guy. I do have a stock friend that I like to play Fortnite with, and he says, you ride your wins. You ride your wins, and you don't sell too early. Now, you're playing a different game, though. You're playing a greater fool game here. If you have GME sitting at 265 now and halted again, is that right, Matt? From 315 to 265 and halted?
Yeah, I can't. I haven't listened to one word. I'm doing trading right now. I'm too busy. Let's go to
the picks of the day.
Get to the picks of the day, guys. It's GameStop just dropped $50. GameStop halted.
All right, you absolutely do need to remember to put your safety glasses on a day like today. It just absolutely can't. By the way, we're in ape season from Alex Weiss, apeszn.com, and we are going to hit you with the picks of the day. These have been epic recently. Shout to FinTalk. We got to be the sharpest guys on there next to Justin O. It's probably Justin O than us in terms of sharpness. Matt Glantz, if you have time for us, hit us with the pick of the day.
All right. This one's a shout out from my friend Rigatoni. You guys know about when a baseball player goes from the minor leagues to the big leagues, how big that is? Well, this stock, COMS, has recently gone from the small leagues to the NASDAQ. It got listed on the NASDAQ this past week. It's 417. It's a space communications company. They got 4 key parts of their business that is exciting: space, green sector, lithium battery, and drones. That's all involved in there. So I like this one. I just bought it. Let's just see what happens, but it's a gamble.
This was an uplist, right?
Uplist, correct.
An uplist. Some people may remember the BILZF, Dan Bilzerian's Ignite, the weed and vape and lifestyle company. We're hoping for an uplist if you're a shareholder of that. Like, you hope for an uplist, currently OTC. So this one actually made the trip. I don't even know how that works. I don't even know how you get uplisted.
You should be into this one, Mike, on it, because drones is part of their business.
Oh, you said all the right words. If I'm going to load up an account that lets me buy it, and then yeah, sure, yeah, sailed on in. Brett Ritchie, what's your pick of the day?
My pick of the day is I can't even say it without laughing. Bitcoin SV. This is not like some sort of long-term bullish play. I'm looking for the most hated cryptos that should theoretically have a lot of short interest against them, thinking that people are going to look to implement this playbook. I touted Ripple yesterday, Bitcoin SV tomorrow. You guys can probably guess what my next pick will be, but I'm looking for the most hated cryptos. Bitcoin SV, it certainly fits that criteria.
Got to love Brett Ritchie's investment strategy here on Market Mania. That's fantastic. I'm going to, just because I need a break, I'm going with GoPro. Love GoPro, love Nick Woodman, most Chad name in CEO history. And it's been his baby for 20 years. It looks like the turnaround may be complete. Jettisoned the drone division a couple of years ago. Just concentrating on making the cameras. Every active sport seems to love the cameras. It's an iconic camera brand now, too. Still a valuation that I like. And, this is actually a real investment. Sorry, everybody. This isn't an ape-in and go completely crazy, break a hedge fund kind of play. This is just GoPro. It's a damn good company. Make a damn good camera. And they seem to be back to basics. They got some subscribers for some other products. I don't know. I just love GoPro. And, reasonable valuation. Something to put in the long-term bag. And you don't need to, not going to be in the news every day. Just to give you a balance to your life. So that is going to do it. It is Thursday, the 28th of January. No one's going to ever forget the last couple trading days here, because unbelievable historical shit you're witnessing. If you didn't even get to be a part of it, at least you got to witness. It's been so crazy. We're going to have to break on a day like today from the all Lupe week of quotes to end the show, because we have to go. I think I've probably done it before, but it needs to be done today. Dead Prez and the Coop. Get Up. You should play that song today, especially after what TD Ameritrade and Robinhood did to us. It goes like this. Honestly, I'm against this government. I ain't got to cover it up. That's what I meant. Sick of paying bills, and I'm sick of paying rent. Seems like I work all the time, but don't know where the money went. And the funny thing is, we're supposed to like this shit, but all y'all politicians can bite this dick. Like and subscribe right here on YouTube. Follow us on Market Mania Show on Twitter and on TikTok. Market Mania Show there also, blowing up on TikTok. Matt Glantz, tell him to be careful. This is crazy shit. Tell him.
He's muted. He's muted.
Yep. Be careful out there, kids. This isn't your regular investing. We will see you tomorrow, if there is a tomorrow. But for now, it's lights out.
I never sleep if I don't have my medicine. I never sleep if I don't have my medicine. I never sleep if I don't have. I never sleep. I never sleep if I don't have my medicine.
Time to right the wrong. So your hands in the air if you like the song. If you're going over there, take it twice as long. Last time ain't talking about Tylenol. Oh, I bet you'd like to know. You can come around the way if you're trying to go. If you want to switch lanes for a pot of gold or a domino, out of control. The usual. Get mad cause I'm looking at your girl.
Switch it up.
I do it so much louder than everything you've heard. Everybody heard at the word that the world wasn't turning. Act like you're in a jury. Power of attorney where I would turn in. Can't lie like this is to be burning. Don't act like you're in a daze. I imagine it look the other way. Couldn't clear space on my mind. Was afraid of the time. Strobe light flicking in the moonlight. I'm in the mood right now. How about tonight? My interview